Hello and welcome to Online50. It's great to have you on board. As you have been set up with an Online50 user account, before accessing that new account, we'd like to take a moment to talk you through some of the aspects of the service which will be new to you. To log in to the Online50 service, please make sure you have your Online50 username and password as provided by the person who requested to have your account set up. Your username will be made up of a variant of your own real name followed by a security tag which is unique to your users. Online50 usernames are created for you as a real person, so for security and licensing terms they must not be shared between different people. Before we start, if you are a Mac user, which includes iPads, you will need to visit our YouTube channel and follow the instructions to our logging in with a Mac video. Let's get going then by opening up your internet browser. Our experience has taught us that on Windows computers, the best browsers to use are Internet Explorer and Firefox, and on Mac computers, it's Safari and Firefox. We have found that using Google Chrome as a web browser can be quite temperamental, so we do not recommend users using this for accessing the Online50 service. The secure address you'll need is https://secure.online50.net. It's a good idea to add this page to your favourites for future use. This will take you to the Welcome to Online50 page, where you will see a login button and a door opening onto the clouds. You can click on either of these to get logged in. Once you have entered your username and password and clicked on login, you will be taken to a page we call the Subscribed Applications page. Allow me to take a moment to introduce you to some of the elements on this page. In the Subscribed Applications box in the middle of the page, you will see an icon or icons for the service or services you have been signed up for with Online50. Online50 provide 3 different services: ECP, which is a virtual server service, Cloud Sourced IT, which is your whole office in the cloud, and the Online50 service, which is a fully managed shared platform. You have been signed up for the Online50 service, so you will see the Online50 icon. To the left of the Subscribed Applications box, you will see a list of users. These are users who have been set up with access within your company. At the top, you will see how many of these users can be logged in at any one time, i.e. 0 out of 2. If one of the users is already logged in, it will say 1 out of 2, and the logged in user will have the number 1 in brackets after their name. To the right of the Subscribed Application box, you will see the display options. This gives you the ability to set the display options for your Online50 service, the Dpi Settings. This is important if you are accessing the service using a computer with a 4K resolution screen. If this is the case, you would be best setting the scaling to 150% at least. Try out different settings to see which one suits you. Generally though, if you have a standard HD screen, you can leave this on the default, which is 100%. Beneath the display options, you will see the connection options. You shouldn't need to make any changes to these unless instructed to do so by a member of the Online50 support team. Beneath the Subscribed Applications box is the System Utilities box. In here you will see an icon for the SFX, a repository for all kinds of helpful support and setup documents. The Online50 support tool which an Online50 support agent may need to use to connect on to your computer, and the Online50 YouTube channel with a collection of self-help got-a-minute videos. Finally, at the bottom of the page, you will see the service status. This is where we post any service issues or updates, so it's a good idea to keep an eye on this section when using the service. Okay, let's get you logged on to the Online50 platform. Click on the Online50 icon and then click OK/connect on the RDP box, which may pop up. If you are presented with the option to save, please do not do so, as this will save the details of the file and try to use them each time you log in. This is all well and good, but as we manage the Online50 servers, we may move users from one server to another for better performance, and so you won't be able to get logged in if the file has been saved. Enter your details here to get you logged in to the platform. At this point, the system will now find what applications you have been subscribed to and will build your system for you. This can take a few moments upon first login, but subsequent logins should be much quicker. The list of applications on the right hand side are all the applications you could have access to on the Online50 service. The terms and conditions apply to all users of the Online50 service. It is therefore important that you review these before ticking the box at the bottom to confirm that you have read them. You can skip this for the time being if you prefer and simply close them. So, the first thing you will notice when you are logged in is that the desktop is not the familiar Windows or Mac desktop. There is no start button. This is what we call the app handler. If you have subscribed to Sage 50 accounts or payroll or SAP Business One, one of these should have popped up and launch automatically. For the time being, let's close this so that we can have a quick look around the app handler. Along the top right hand corner, you will see a series of icons for the various applications available to you. This could include Sage 50 accounts, payroll, SAP Business One, Microsoft Office, etc. Clicking on an icon will launch the application. The third icon from the left is the data console. When you launch the data console, you will have access to files and folders stored on your Online50 shared drive, which is known as the H drive. You will also see your Sage accounts companies, and you will see your own local drives mapped too. Files can be moved from the H drive to your own local drives and vice versa by dragging and dropping. When saving files within applications, in particular when you are taking an operational backup in Sage accounts or payroll, or any other files for that matter, we recommend you save this initially to the H drive, as this will be much faster than saving it across your internet connection. You must avoid saving anything to the default C drive location, as this is not then accessible to users. And then once saved, you can copy or move it to your local drive. You can of course keep as much data as you wish on the H drive, but do be aware that this may incur storage charges. For more information on using and customizing the data console, please find our manual in the SFX, working with Sage 50 datasets, and our Got a Minutes video on YouTube. Now I'd like you to click on the little Windows flag, which is the second from the left icon. When you click on this icon, you will see a box with two sections. The lower section will tell you which applications are currently open in your Online50 session. Currently, this will only display the data console. In the upper section of the box, you will see Printers and Applications in brackets Task Manager. The Task Manager mimics the Task Manager on your local computer. If you are struggling to close an application, or you think an application has crashed, you can use this Task Manager to force the application to close or to terminate. When you click on Printers, you should see a list of all printers available to you. Because the Online50 service maps your local printers, you should see these printers in the list. If your printer is switched on and connected to your computer, and you still cannot see your printer in the list, you may need to speak to the Online50 help desk to troubleshoot it, but most times you simply need to log off the Online50 platform and then log back in to initiate the mapping. If you have subscribed to the Universal Printer Driver, there will be a printer on this list that you will not be familiar with, and that is called the Ambition PDF printer. This is a very popular tool provided exclusively to Online50 users. With the Ambition PDF printer, you can print almost any document to PDF using your own stored letterheads, and the documents can be password protected. If you regularly run reports in Sage Accounts or Payroll, we recommend that you right-click on the Ambition PDF printer and set it as your default printer. Because of the way Sage works, this will make running reports much quicker. We are now coming to the end of the video, but there is just one final thing to show before we go. Logging out. Because you are accessing a platform that is shared with hundreds of other users, it is important that you behave like a good neighbour. This means ensuring that you close all applications and log out when you have finished using the service. Simply closing or minimizing applications will not be enough unless you actually log out too. So start by closing your applications, then click on the Windows flag to ensure they are all closed. If there are no applications running, hit the logout button. If the Task Manager opens, you may want to terminate any processes left running to speed up the logout process. Just click on the process and click Terminate, and your session will then close. If you do happen to leave yourself logged in to the Online50 service and you haven't been actively using it for more than 20 minutes, your session will time out and disconnect you. This will not log you out and will leave your application running on the service. When you next log in, you will connect to the same spot where you left off. This continues to use resources, so if our engineers find a session which has been left in this disconnected state for a period of 2 hours or more, they will connect to that session and log it off. This means that potentially they have access to your data, so for security reasons, we urge all users to ensure that they log off correctly. And that's it. You can now log in and start using the Online50 service for yourself. If for any reason you find you need to contact our support team, you can reach them by telephone on 0207 536 7749 or by email on support@online50.net. Our team are available from 9 AM to 5:30 PM UK local time, Monday to Friday. For now, we are delighted to have you on board and look forward to working with you going forward.